bit better now. That's good. What's up, boys? How the hell are we? Good to see everybody and girls. Hello, Noob Cake. Hello to you too. How are you, mate? What's good, everyone? I'm free. I've been released from my Vietnamese prison. You have no idea how bad it was there. I spent the night covered in rats. It was disgusting. I've seen things, boys, things that no man should see. Locked inside of a Vietnamese holding cell for desecrating a sacred tree. It's terrible, chat, terrible. I'm lucky to even be alive. They said they were gonna cut off my left butt cheek for sitting on the sacred tree. How are we, guys? What's up, Meat Rocket? Good to see you, man. How are you, Bilal? Good to see you. Good to see you, Jocathan. How are you going, mate? How are you, Bilal's good. What's up, brother? How are you, dude? How's Nub? It's going great. It's going great. I was at the gym this morning. We made my video. It's going bloody great, mate. Hot dang, we in Vietnam. Good morning, Vietnam. Dougie had me worried at the end of the live stream. What a cliffhanger. What a first, for my first IRL stream overseas. What a cliffhanger. What a way to end the stream, huh? My brother's like, I'm never streaming with you again. It brings too much attention. I'm like, yeah, that's fair enough. So my brother doesn't want to be my cameraman anymore, but that's okay. I forgive him. I forgive him. What the hell did you do? Nothing. I sat down on a New Year's Eve decoration without realizing it was a New Year's Eve decoration. And the security, essentially like the mall security were like, you've broken it. And we were like, we didn't. We just kicked a brick loose. It was fine. That'll teach me for sitting where my fat ass isn't meant to sit. Locked up abroad, mate. It was a hellhole. There was a hellhole. We were locked up, I tell you what. How are you, Kyle? Good to see you, man. That last stream was a nice, exciting ending. Yeah, it was good. It went well. We are not picking Bobby Green, Nachos. Stop it. How was our bro session last night? Well, I've been wrapping it up at about 9:30, 10:30, so I go out with him for a little bit and just shoot the shit with him. What's up, Dark Light Delirium? How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. And then he goes and stays out till fucking 3 in the morning. He hasn't messaged me yet, so I wake up. My routine here has been wake up about 7 a.m., catch up on the news, make the video, and then I shoot down to the gym. And now we're gonna do a stream. It's gonna be great, mate. Then we'll go out exploring. Like, it's only 10:30 in the morning here, so I got time to do the stream, and then we'll go out exploring for the afternoon and get on the beers. And this is the life cycle, and you know what? Please keep donating to Dougie's Corner, because I could do this for a living for fucking sure. This is way better than plastering, man. We are all ascending. How are you, Dark Light? Good to see you, man. I hope that you are well. I'm going for Renato Moicano. He ain't very good. I will not be going. I like Moicano. I appreciate Moicano, but I'm not going to be picking Moicano to win any more fights. You're not allowed to look that bad against Beneil Dariush. You're just simply not. I'm definitely getting crafty with the green pick. Macho, please don't do the green pick. Please, please, please. I beg you, do not pick Bobby Green. He's going to die. Also, guys, how is the microphone quality? I know it's probably not the best quality, but does it need to be a little bit louder? I was using this lapel mic, and it just sounded horrible. It sounded like horrible. Chill music, we need the chill music. It sounded horrible, so now I'm just using regular, like, headphones, right? I'm doing the chill music. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yes, we're done with the intro. Chill music time. Thank you, sorry. I usually have 2 screens so I can keep a chat on the, I can keep a look on the screen, but I don't have 2 screens, just the 1 screen. I apologize. There's the chill music. But does the mic need to be any louder? Did you end up buying the roll? We didn't end up, we just got out of there, to be honest. So we ended the stream. My phone was on like 20% battery because doing the walk around streams takes up a lot of my battery. So we had about 20% battery left. We just bounced. We just decided to get the fuck out of there. Because you know how it is when you're like in Southeast Asia and you're a tourist, and then not only are you a tourist, but you're streaming and you've done something wrong, you're like, are we gonna get fucking bribed here? Are we gonna have to get bribed to get out of here? But they didn't. They just were like, you've destroyed the sacred tree. It was just a New Year's decoration. Meat Rocket, you were a main character in Dark Light and Dougie Show parody. That was really good, Dark Light. That was really, really funny, man. That was awesome, dude. Renato Moicano is getting his facial features rearranged by Scotty. Yeah. Dude, Moicano's fucking cooked. Moicano is just simply not tough enough to beat Chris Duncan. He's just not. You have got to be tough as fucked. But, like, Chris Duncan's not very good, but he's like BSD. Like, you've got to be tough as shit to get through him. The mic is doing good. Thank you, Dark Light. I appreciate that. My lock of the week has been activated. Oh, boy. I'll give you back your opening segment for Lock of the Week when I get back home, Nacho. Again, only one screen and I don't have all the media files that I need to run the show properly. Where you at? I'm in Vietnam, BBC Junior. We had a great stream yesterday. We did a live stream for the members. And I might do some more spontaneous live streams, Junior, if you want to see what it's like in Vietnam. You got to subscribe to the other channel, though, which is in the description box below. I'm going to touch you, James. I'm going to take you to a Vietnamese night market, James, and I'm going to drag you across to their New Year's Eve retribution area, James, and I'm going to make you push over the tree that is their celebrations, and then you and I are going to be locked in a Vietnamese prison, James, and I'm going to do things to you in there, James. I'm going to do things to you. Meat Rockets Corner it is. How are you, David's Figurator fan page? I'm in Arkansas. I'm from Florida, though. Well, yeah. Refund a watch donos. Well, we didn't hit the 100 anyway. So, no, I will not. Tell them to destroy these nuts. Dougie, did they strip search you? They might have strip searched me. Yeah, Chris Duncan is up there with the goats of the tough out. He is just, you've got to fucking tough it out. Like, and sometimes in MMA, that's all you need. Like, sometimes MMA isn't about who's the most skilled guy. Sometimes it is literally just about, like, you've got to just tough it out, mate. Moicano smashed BSD. Moicano did smash BSD, but this is the thing that happens over time, Nacho. People age. And when they age, they change. Moicano did bad things to BSD. He did. How are you, Cheddar? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, brother. I hope that you've been well, dude. I think Chris Duncan's ceiling is BSD. He is just outside of the top 5. After that, the fights get super tough. That is very well-rounded of you to say, Jock, because I know how much you absolutely love to glaze the Scotsman in the UFC. I was going to say the Scottish in the UFC, but there's only one. Yeah, no, I think that's a very fair assessment of where he is at, yeah. Anyone with good grappling will destroy BSD. Grappling, brother, we must check this. Blink twice if you had fun with the hookies last night. We didn't have fun with the hookies last night. No, Cheddarhead. Don't forget the snake vodka. We might have forgotten the snake vodka as we gotten out of there and left it on the counter. I think my brother might have it. I'm not sure. Just done calling up a... what? Live show to give them shit. Oh, good, Darklight. Good. Enjoy. I'm not going to read it out loud because I'm sick of my goddamn channel being so censored. How are you, Shyla? How are you? Have you heard about Conor's fighting against Carlos Prates? This is not good. Prates will defeat Conor and make it look easy, not just because of his size, but his reach and also Conor's inactivity. I completely agree, Shyla, and this is what the UFC always do. When they have a superstar that is on the way out, they have to give them a super hard matchup, and Carlos Prates is just a terrible, terrible matchup for Conor McGregor. So yes, Shyla, I have heard about it, and I'm sorry that it has to be Conor. I know you're a massive Conor McGregor fan. Oh, look, my Monster Energy can is green. Look at it disappear, chat. Isn't that fun? Oh, what am I holding? A ghost penis. I've got a ghost penis, chat. Oh, green screens are fun. Duncan could fight for a BMF belt someday. He really could, actually, Jock. He actually could, man. Anyone with great striking and good enough wrestling smokes that BSD pack. Yeah, you gotta have the decent wrestling, and you have to have a chin and cardio. So there are things that are required to beat BSD, which I don't think Paddy Pimblett has. How are you, Ricky? Good to see you, mate. How are you, brother? What's up, Trip? Good to see you, dude. Moicano cannot afford to lose. No, he can't afford to lose this one. I can see him blasting a double and then raining elbows on the poor Scott's head. But even if he does that, he is going to survive. Hey, what's up, KH Gaming? How are you, dude? Oh my, hello. Hello, KH Gaming. How are you? I don't think I've seen you on my channel before. Welcome to my channel. My name is Dougie. I make MMA content every day of the week. You are right, Moicano can't afford to lose this one, but I could see Moicano gassing out from raining down elbows on Duncan's face before Duncan's face caves in and before Duncan gives up. This is the problem with Moicano. Like, this is the problem with Chris Duncan. You need to be very, very good against him in the sense that you need to be able to push a pace, an insane pace, and not give up when you give him your best shot and see that he doesn't wilt. Nacho is picking Moicano out of pure spite for what Duncan will do to say kill. No. Self-Killed is someone who easily destroys Chris Duncan. On the feet, on the ground. Self-Killed's mainly a ground fighter. On the feet, he's way craftier than Duncan. He's young, so he has the cardio. Self-Killed versus Chris Duncan is already a done deal. It's over. Did you hear that Bilal just signed a $15 million fight deal with Zuffa Boxing? Did you hear that Bilal signed? I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. Like and share the stream, guys. How are you? Better MMA. I'm back. No, this is a green screen. Look. No, I'm just keeping it because, you know, the chat's autistic, so we're just keeping everything looking the same. Is Conor versus Prates actually booked? No, it's one of the many rumors that are coming out of UFC White House not being booked yet. Prates will become the Brazilian McGregor. So Jose Aldo? No, I don't think he will, but he will get me. Perfect for editing? You know it, James. You know that was a good one for editing with the disappearing can. How are you, Alex? Good to see you, man. I hope that you are well. How's that snake venom drink? Haven't had any of it yet, Cheddarhead. Don't even know where it is. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We were a little bit freaked out. You know, when we broke the New Year's Eve tree, we were a little bit freaked out, so I'm not sure where the snake venom is. Notice how Prates has kept the doctor's name out of his mouth. He is keeping Uros Medic's name far away from him. Whoa. What was in that can? Was that not a water bottle? I've got a water bottle. That's not green. That's just normal colored. I've got a water bottle, and I also have a can of Monster Energy with me, so I'm doing good. Haven't been watching the MMA news or the leaks. What is going on with Conor and Prates? I just know that Josh Hockett is fighting Blades. I love the Josh Hockett versus Curtis Blades fight. I absolutely love that fight. God, I hope Josh Hockett wins that because we need fun in the heavyweight division. As for Conor versus Prates, it's just yet another rumor, and this is what the UFC are meaning to do. You know, people are saying UFC are panicking over the White House card. They're insane. The UFC is not panicking over the White House card. This is what the UFC want. As you can see from the leaks that happened on ESPN.com, the cards have main events. All the fighters have said they've signed contracts. Everything's fine behind the scenes, but they want us to speculate, freak out, make rage videos. They want us to promote the fights for them, and that is what we are doing, talking about Conor McGregor versus Carlos Prates. Ah yes, Commie Dougie and A Aussie got kicked out of Nam already. Mate, they put us straight on a plane. You'll destroy Secret 3. Get out. Hurrah, Dougie. Hurrah, Justin Kennedy. How are you, man? How many fights has he lost in round one? Who are we talking about, brother? Who are we talking about there? I've been here many times, not often recently. Moved platform over 6 months ago. You probably don't remember. Oh, fair enough, KH Gaming. Fair enough, dude. I'm sorry that I don't remember. I do try and remember everyone's chats, man. Sal killed subs, one Malarkey, and you're calling him a superior grappler? Look at the amount of people Duncan has subbed, but he is a superior grappler. Australia has got way better jiu-jitsu than bloody Canada, mate, obviously. Didn't Duncan have Dana White's contender series against Borshev and the Cannibal? I don't remember. I'd have to go back and do a Chris Duncan career watch, which would actually be really fun to do, right? Moicano has resolved his shoulder injury and will show Duncan levels. Duncan hasn't fought anyone his caliber. I just think Moicano, 37, got the money, got the podcast, got the YouTube career in Brazil. Chris Duncan, young, thick skull. That's it. I don't like this matchup for Moicano, man. No fucking way I didn't notice that this is a green screen. Yeah, this is a green screen chat. This is a shall we do some magic? Shall we do some behind the scenes magic? This is a green screen chat. Let me just load up the file for the green screen. Look, this is not a green screen. This is the hotel room that I am in. Let's go back to the green screen. There we go. Look, I'm in a hotel room. It's wild, isn't it? Yes. Don't worry about the cigarettes on the counter. We're in Asia, okay? We're having fun. All right, back to the chat. Where am I up to? How's Colby gone up in the rankings? What is this madness? I don't know, Shyla, and I fucking hate it. And what can you even say about the rankings anymore? Like, how Colby Covington goes up in the rankings, I don't fucking understand it either, Shyla. I don't get it, mate. I would seriously consider picking the Doctor to KO Prates. I'd consider it too, Nacho, just for the memes. It would be fucking awesome. Maybe those commie gooks should have... Okay, all right, calm the fuck down. Should have had a no-sit sign on the tree. I think they did. But because once after the bloke had made a fuss of it, we noticed that there was like a donation tin next to the tree and there was like a sign. So I think they did. We just didn't know. Like, so what happened was, obviously, as you guys were on the stream and you saw it, we bought the snake venom and there was a whole bunch of like food stalls on either side of it. And I didn't want to be a prick and be like loudly, obnoxiously streaming and sit down at a food stall without buying food there. So I thought I'll just sit on this tree in the middle of the walking area. So I'm out of everyone's way and I'm not bothering anybody. I can just sit there. Well, I didn't know that it was a New Year's Eve decoration. And it was very flimsily put together. So we kind of messed it up a little bit. And security were like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, fuck, mate, I don't fucking know. I was like, Andy, fucking turn off the fucking stream quickly, mate. So anyway, it was fine. It was honestly fine. Where am I up to? We need a fuck the vets season. Torres versus Dariush, Hokit versus Blades, Duncan versus Moicano. Who are some vets, rank squatters you want slimed out? Davidson Figueiredo, that is a fucking great idea for tomorrow's video. I will answer that in detail over 15 minutes. Vets versus uppers. Move the rankings. Yeah, I like that one, dude. That's a great idea. We'll talk about people that need to be slimed out tomorrow. That's a great idea. If you guys haven't seen today's video today, Nacho's idea for the video, bloody Robert Whittaker versus the entire top 10 of the light heavyweight division. How does he do? Who can Robert Whittaker beat at light heavyweight? I think no one seriously. I gave him like a majority of the wins. I think I only said 4 people in the top 10 would beat Robert Whittaker. Check out today's video when you're done, Shyla. Is Two Smelly Fingers here? Not yet. Aussies have superior jiu-jitsu. Yeah, mate, that's why all the Aussies get mauled by day. Mauled by the day. All the Aussies get... I'm sorry, Alexander Volkanovski was doing just fine against the greatest skilled martial artist of all time. What do you mean mauled by the daggies? The Scots, like Paul Craig, make them tap. That is quite funny. You did make one of them tap. Islam, Aldo, RDA, and Fiziev. These are guys that you want to see slimed. I wouldn't call Fiziev. I guess Fiziev is a bit of an unk these days now, isn't he? Islam, I'll put that in the video. I'll consider that. But Aldo's not in it in the UFC. What are you talking about? Put it back. I don't like it. I don't like change. I know you guys don't like change. That's why I kept green screening it. Rankings have always been bullshit. They have, but they are getting worse, Dark Light Delirium. What other rumors are likely to be true? I think Yuri versus Allberg actually happens. I do think Yuri versus Allberg is 100% true. I think Alex Pereira is going to move up to the heavyweight division. I think the UFC have asked Tom Aspinall to relinquish his belt. And Tom Aspinall, what's up, MMA Master? Good to see you down there in the chat. I'm using my phone as my second screen. Yeah, I think the UFC asked Tom Aspinall to relinquish his belt, and he was like, no, and then he put up a post, and now they're just going to strip him. How are you, Dinger? What's doing, Ablai? Did you make a donation? You got mogged hard on a stream. It's a classic scorner mode. Oh, mate, it's going to go down in history. Like, if you weren't on yesterday's stream, you missed out. We went to the place where the Americans fled Vietnam, and I was calling it a massive, awesome country, freedom country. I was just glazing communism. And then we went down to the markets and nearly got arrested. So, it was like... it was a great stream yesterday. I keep missing the goddamn notifications. Again, you can go to the Discord. There is a channel in the Discord called #YouTube Updates. You can set your notifications just to that channel, and every time I go live and post a video, I put a notification in there. Are you sure it wasn't an ancient burial site, Dougie? We don't want you to be haunted. No, it was very much just a New Year's Eve decoration that we kind of knocked over. Dougie is already haunted by his repressed sexuality. Thank you, Nacho. Moicano is a former 145er. Duncan weighed in at 184 in a cage against McKinney. He's one of the heaviest dudes in the division. Yeah, he's a block, mate. He's just a block of fucking Scottish muscle. He must just be 100% pure Aberdeen Angus. Like, listen, I'm happy to give Duncan all the praise in the world, but he doesn't beat Salkill. Oliveira versus Taturia 2 after beating Max. Justin Gaethje exists, so Oliveira's got to beat Ilia Tapiria's got to beat Justin Gaethje first. And then what about Arman Sarukian? We are a pro Arman Sarukian channel. Should have told those, alright, I'm not saying that. It's almost March. New Year's was 2 months ago. They have a different New Year's, mate. Moicano weighed in at 182 when he fought Islam Bloody Makhachev. He is massive. What's up, UFC MMA Master? What is up, Mitch? How are you guys? How's the holiday going? It's going fucking great. I really like Vietnam. My brother's scared of doing IRL streams because it does bring quite a bit of attention to yourself. But other than that, things have been great. Thought I had a sheet of black. No, it's just my hotel room. It's just the website I'm using. It's been a while. Just checked the last live. I saw the Aspinall Gun watch along. Before that was the emergency live stream pay-per-view is dead. Yeah, dude, pay-per-view is gone, but not for Australians. We still have to pay pay-per-view, which sucks a massive dick. I send this as an apology to Yuri. We are sorry for what Carlos Allberg is about to do to your chin. Please forget. Dude, Yuri Prohaska destroys Carlos Allberg. I've never been more confident in a pick. Glad to see that you're doing well. Oh, thank you, Gaming. It's good to have you back here, man. Again, sorry I didn't remember the name of your channel. I apologize, dude. But it's good to have you back here, brother. I want to be in the intro lighting a meth pipe, and that is all. We could work on that. I could do that, Ricky. I mean, you are here quite a bit. You might work your way into the intro. I'm leaning towards Oliveira against Max Holloway. I, too, am going for Oliveira against Max Holloway. I think Oliveira has got way more skills. I will say, though, if anyone has been watching MMA Che, he fucking hates Max Holloway, and I don't know why. MMA Che is like convinced that Max Holloway is a dog shit fighter. It's so weird to me, man. Where'd you find that number, Nacho? And it isn't because of less than 24 hours notice. They strip searched Dougie and stole his vodka. Mate, I was pulled inside out in a Vietnamese hellhole. I was bloody waterboarded. I had a rat put on top of me with a bucket, and then they lit the bucket on fire. I was dying. You're right, he doesn't beat Sal Killed, he fucking murders him. No, Jock, Sal Killed ends his run. They made them weigh in the day of whatever commission they fought in. I remember that because Islam was 178. Yes, that's right. They fought in California on short notice. And in California, they tell you what way you are as you're walking into the cage. And they also release the fighters' purses as well. California has a slightly different commission to the rest of the world because, of course, it's fucking California. Imagine fighting Duncan and you just hear, hello, thank you. Wait, I'm thinking of something else. I'm making a completely different racist joke. Imagine fighting Chris Duncan and you just hear a hollow thunk every time you hit him. Wouldn't be me, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. Like every time I tap my skull into the microphone, all you can hear is just solid brain matter. But with Duncan, you'd hit him and it would just be dunk. You could hear an echo when you hit him. Weight cutting is so pointless. Flyweights weighing in at 145. Fight night, welterweights blowing up to 200 pounds. It's so dumb. I don't know if it's dumb or if it's pointless. You get a pretty good advantage over your opponents. So I wouldn't say that. I would say it's very dangerous to the fighters. Moicano made championship weight. He was scheduled to fight Daddy. I'm 100% confident that Yuri breaks Allberg. So am I, Trip. Never been more confident of anything in my life. So what platform do you drop them on, Darklight? Don't worry about it. I do it in my day-to-day life. Thank you very much. They don't want kangaroos to have free access to television, MMA, no pay-per-view for Australia. I know, it's bullshit. It actually is fucking bullshit, and I fucking hate it. Imagine Yuri develops leg kick defense like when he developed head movement against Hill. Mate, if Yuri learns how to actually become an MMA fighter rather than just spamming knees down the middle and hoping that something lands, he will be champion again. Believe that. Forgive Carlos Allberg for he knows not what he does. He doesn't know he's going to hurt Yuri. He isn't going to hurt Yuri. Holloway is good. It's just that he beat all of Che's favorite fighters. Che is another gambling victim. Yeah, Che is like so angry at Max Holloway. He's like convinced that Max Holloway doesn't know how to fight, which is so bizarre because Che also said that Max Holloway is a better striker than Alexander Volkanovski. I don't know with Che sometimes, but I guess like we all make mistakes. Like I'm sure I have said things. You talk long enough, you're going to say things that like just don't layer over the top of each other. But you know, because Che is so intricate with the breakdowns, he did like an hour-and-a-half video just like tearing down Max Holloway. And then when he did his best strikers in the UFC video, he put Max Holloway above Volk. And it's just like, dude, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? Yuri never has his hands up. Never. He doesn't need to. He can get hit in the head. He's salty Max keeps ruining his parlays. I think he might be. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, the gambling, right? Charles chokes the stutter out of Holloway. He don't have you got CTE. MMA Che doesn't hate Max. He just really, really likes Charles Oliveira. If you've seen the picture of his face taped on top of Charles' wife, you know. The photo of his face taped on top of Charles' wife. That is diabolical. Oh no. That's fucking gold, Figueiredo. Oh my god. What's up, Mixed Martial Arts? Good to see you, man. How are you guys? Oh my god. If Oliveira beats Max, UFC will put Charles against the winner of Gaethje versus Tapura. Yeah, 100%. They want Arman Tsarukyan to keep fighting in the UFC, not doing grappling matches. Dougie yelled the N-word at the award show. I didn't yell the N-word. Don't blame Carlos Allberg. Blame Dana White for making him sign the contract. Dude, Yuri's going to end him and you're going to look so silly. This is your Juliana Pena 2025 all over again, Nacho. 2024, my God, how the time moves. Charles versus Tapuria 2, he wins and he retires. Charles cannot beat Ilia Tapuria. He doesn't have the chin for it. And Charles always marches with his chin up in the air. He can't beat Ilia Tapuria. Noob Cake says, okay, so the UFC is in Mexico this weekend. It is, Noob Cake. Well done. You're becoming such a little MMA fan. But what about all the chaos in Mexico? Will it affect the UFC? No, the UFC never cares about any of that stuff. The show goes on. Base Che, there is nothing based about taping your face to another fighter's wife. There is nothing based about that. Yuri uses his chin as a defense in the first 2 rounds, and then once his chin has been warmed up and can get out of the way, then he will start with the head movement. This is the way that Yuri Prochazka fights, always. Volk is a lighter weight. Are you talking about that? That doesn't change what? That doesn't change anything. Che was saying that Max Holloway is a dog shit fighter and doesn't know how to fight for about an hour, hour and a half. I don't remember the video. I watched the video ages ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. But in a previous video before that, he said that Max Holloway was a better striker than Alexander Volkanovski. How does Volk being a lighter weight affect that conversation in any way at all? Please explain it to me. Che has a really hollow tone, kind of similar to some disabled kid my mum used to teach. I'm pretty sure he's being sarcastic, and then a few days later, he uploaded a much more fair breakdown. Oh, okay. So I might not have just been getting his humor. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. He has had the photo of him and Charles for a long time. When Oliveira got KO'd, he tore the picture of his face without saying anything or showing him doing. That's fucking god. I do like Che. I do think he is funny. I don't watch a lot of his content. I do watch a bit of it. I do think he's funny. I really like MMA Che. He's really good. Nacho, we know the truth. We will mourn Yuri after Carlos finishes him. Mate, Carlos ain't getting close to Yuri, mate. Che has never had takes as bad as your Magomed era and Jamal beating Alex takes. They were pretty bad takes, but at least they were consistent with the logic that I had. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I've never had bad takes. I've had bad takes. I'm just saying, like, Che's Max Holloway doesn't know how to fight versus Volkanovski is a worse striker than Max Holloway. That doesn't follow any line of logic at all. Just FYI, the person who yelled the N-word suffers from Tourette's. Okay, they literally made it about him. The person who the N-word it's not that big a deal. The only problem with it is that YouTube gets you in trouble for saying it, and maybe the Australian government as well. But it's really not that big a deal. How dare you use my Pena pick against me? Oh, I'll use your Pena pick. Mate, don't make me even bring up the Freeman pick, all right? I know your picks, Nacho. Whitaker is about to go on a Ferguson-type losing streak. No, B-Tard. Watch today's video. I've given him quite a few wins at lightweight. Made a movie about him? That's weird. I don't get why they would do that. Tourette's is just the phrase. Listen, there is no such thing as an N-word, but you can say it. Any one of us can say it. It's fine. The Mexico cartel war stuff is mostly in Puerto Vieja, which is 9 hours from where Mexico City is. Then it doesn't matter and everyone will be fine. Did you see the Scottish welterweight Muay Thai champion I put in the Discord? Scotland might have a massive resurgence in combat sports. I didn't click on the link, but I did see the link in the Discord, Jock. Yeah, massive a second fighter. Massive resurgence. No, it is good, man. It is good to see some talent coming out of Scotland. I mean, Scotland are a war people. They're a war tribe. There should be a lot of talent coming out of Scotland, right? Volk is a jab low kick merchant. Uppercut, lead uppercut as he steps inside. Hello. From what I heard, it's dying down as of about 2 days ago. Yeah, the news that I've been seeing on Twitter is that, like, it's over. Like, the civil war in Mexico is over. Max is a 1-2 knee stomp merchant. All right, you could just say Alex Pereira is a left hook merchant. You could say that Elia Tapura is a combination against the cage merchant. You're straw manning these guys' fighting skills. Yuri is going to slam fuck Allberg into the gush gush. I agree. And who doesn't enjoy getting slammed fucked in their gush gush? Mexico City is safe right now. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's fine. Just how bad is Aspen Ladd getting signed by Freeman? Just how bad is Aspen Ladd getting signed by Freeman? Losing to Freeman? Is this what you meant to say? Getting slimed by Freeman? Back in the... Mate, people evolve, people change. You know, MMA fighters are allowed to have losses back in the day. We will say the N-word. Yeah, you just say it. It's fine. Don't come to Mexico. They'll turn you into cartetes around these... Carnetes? I don't know what that word is. I would happily go to Mexico. Mate, I'm in communist Vietnam. Everything's great here. Are you still in Nam? I am still in Nam, Owen Mania. How are you, man? Watch Charles on the ground. He nearly did Tapuria with a leg lock. No, he didn't. When Oliveira did full guard, Tapuria won't jump down. He did get Charles in a crucifix. Watch Charles on the ground. He nearly did Topuria with a leg lock. When Oliveira did full guard, Topuria wouldn't jump down. I don't think he got close to getting the leg lock. I know he tried for something, and Ilya just managed to slither out of it. Manuel Torres is a first-round finish merchant. Fuck you. He needs to be cut. As a black man, the last name Freeman is an oxy. All right, mate. Calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down. So let's have a little look at tomorrow's card, right? Let's have a little look at tomorrow's card. Obviously, we're still going to do the picks tomorrow, but let's just have a little check out of tomorrow's card. And let's have a little think about which direction we're going to be heading in. We'll do the actual picks tomorrow because there isn't a lot of MMA news going on, to be honest with you guys, over on Twitter. Like, Dana White is being sued for $1 billion for starting Zuffa Boxing. This is a phenomenal waste of time. Just a phenomenal waste of time. And everyone else is just sort of waiting for the news to come. There isn't really a lot happening. Yeah, this is the $1 billion lawsuit. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'll show it to you real quick, but it's, I don't know. It seems like a bit of a, not a big deal to me. Let's go over to, that's the one. And then you guys should be able to see Twitter here if I do this. Again, guys, apologies that I don't have a second screen. I can usually do multitasking with this, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, they're being sued. What they're being sued for, I don't know. For some reason, this bloke believes that he had something to do. Frank Warren is doing a $1 billion lawsuit against Dana White and Turki Al-Sheikh. He TKOs that Seller violated exclusivity agreements by secretly launching Zuffa Boxing without him. How? How the fuck does that violate any exclusivity agreements? I don't understand. What does he think he has rights to Zuffa Boxing? Because he had something, I believe Frank Warren had something to do with the UFC back in the day. I don't really understand it that much. I don't get it at all, to be honest. Let me go back and read some chats. Ilya dominated Charles in the grappling in their fight. It wasn't domination. Ilya had like a decent exchange with like 30 seconds. That's why Arman going life and death with him is kind of humiliating. It's not really. I mean, it was one exchange, you know. There was also times where Arman was able to easily scramble out of Charles Oliveira. So it wasn't like, I mean, you could take a clip of Arman easily struggling out of it, but Arman didn't sleep Charles Oliveira. Then Ilya went on to sleep him, so we didn't see how the grappling progressed over the rest of the fight. Dougie is like Mr. Candy from Django. Oh, I've only seen Django once. I don't remember who Mr. Candy is. I won't disagree with Manuel Torres being cut for what he did to my boy Duncan, but why cut him? Why not? Fuck him. I don't know. I was just being a dickhead, to be honest, John. The Mexico card is pretty good. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Mexico card. I have to get up at 5 a.m. for it, but I am very much looking forward to it. My brother's messaging me. He's only just starting to wake up. Is my brother. How long have we been live for? All right, cool. Sorry, chat. Where am I up to? Mexico card is pretty. Mexico card is very good. Dougie, watch that fight again. I might. You know what? We might. If the chat's a little bit slow today, we might bring up Charles Oliveira versus Ilya Topuria right here on the screen, and we might watch it again. Why not? We'll put it down here at the bottom of the screen. I'm happy to do that. I can't. Let me catch up with some chats, and maybe I'll open it. I can't believe you are having a lovely holiday and still have to do the fucking picks. Oh, I know, Alpeg. I'm like. Today in the gym, I was watching fights in the gym and trying to get my fucking head around this card. And then I realized, I'm like, holy shit, I don't have 2 days. Like, I need to get the picks done by tomorrow. So, I'm trying to manage it all. Dana stole a promoter's idea. He didn't steal a promoter's idea. It's Zuffa Boxing. Probably has to do with Conor Benn. Might be. I wish my girlfriend was as hot as my cousins. That's disgusting, Darklight. No, you're going to clip that in, aren't you? You're going to use that as a clip. I wish my girlfriend was as hot as my cousins. That's definitely going in another one of your clips, Darklight. None of the fighters will unionize because TKO invested in themselves or will simply get replaced by a hungry Brazilian. Yeah, essentially that's what it is, right? But you know what? Like a hungry Brazilian isn't going to be able to do what you can do on a pay-per-view with Ilya Topuria, Justin Gaethje, Alex Pereira, Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane, fucking Sean O'Malley, Yair Rodriguez, Brian Ortega. Like, if you take everyone in the top 5, not even everyone in the top 5, just like name 15 names out of the top 5 across the 10 divisions, you get them on strike, TKO's got a real fucking problem. Nothing will change with the fighters pay. Yeah, probably not. Can you quickly break down the Hokut versus Blades fight? Ooh. It's going to be a standing affair. Two wrestlers going at each other. Josh Hokut has got the power. Curtis Blades doesn't love getting hit. Josh Hokut is going to overwhelm Blades with too much savagery early. Blades is going to try and be backing up. Then he's going to shoot for a messy clinch. Josh Hokut's going to be able to throw him off, roll down onto the mat. They're on top of each other. Hokut is in top position. Then he starts to rain down savage elbows. Blade starts to crumble. Josh Hokut TKO 12-6 elbows on the mat. Boxing is shit now. Boxing's always been shit. They're becoming cucks to the Zuffa boxers getting 8-figure checks. Yeah, that is a problem. Like getting an 8-figure check as a Zuffa boxer and having access to the PI while you're just like Sean O'Malley and also in the PI and you're not even getting close to that. That is a problem. The fighters need to go on strike. The fighters do need to go on strike. Ryan Garcia is a champ. Boxing is great now. Shout out to Ryan Garcia. Martinez is going to outwork Cheeto, and then Vera will get frustrated and storm out after losing a unanimous decision. Oh yeah, that's a standard Marlon Cheeto Vera. I was also noticing the photos of Cheeto on Twitter today. He might miss weight. Is your brother proud of you? I guess so. I don't know. He's my brother. In 300, do you think Armin beat Charles Oliveira? No, I thought Charles Oliveira won that fight. The legendary Simon Feck. This dude is having arguments with himself. Nah, it's all good. O'Malley crying about Conor Benn's contract was hilarious. Conor Ben sold out Wembley Stadium and is 100% a bigger name worldwide. Maybe. I know he's massive in England. Like you were telling us that in the EU, he's massive. I don't know if I don't know. How many Instagram followers does he have? Does he have more than Sean O'Malley? Probably. And yet we can even actually just Google how many impressions does he get. Like how often is Conor Benn's name Googled compared to how often is Sean O'Malley's name Googled? Do not watch Simon Feck, you'll lose your brain cells. I've never even heard of Simon Feck. I don't know who that is. I can see Lona getting an upset. I can't. I think Brandon Moreno is going to style on him. Wouldn't be surprised if things slow down even more due to contract issues going forward following the Conor Benn situation. Oh, yeah. I mean, they should. Like, the fighters should be fucking arms about this. King Green Masterclass incoming. No, not even close. Smash the like button or Dan Hooker is going to clap my shit. That's right, smash the like button, guys, please. Eubank versus Ben sold 650k pay-per-views. Sean needs to quit his fucking bitching. Yeah, well, what was the price though, Jock? Was it like a $10 pay-per-view, $25 pay-per-view? Because again, UFC pay-per-views are very fucking expensive, man. I'm not disagreeing, Jock. There are ways to figure this out like solidly. You can have social media followers. You can have the amount of people Googling you. Pay-per-view sales is a little bit of a weird one because it depends on the price point of the pay-per-view. Does Bobby Green get chin? Yes. Can't trust Zal Huber, bro. Lost to MJ as a -500 and to Ribovic. Yeah, but Johnson gets those wins. As I famously said in my outro, Johnson gets those fucking wins, mate. All right? We are very proud of Johnson. Nacho, just because El Huber is shite does not mean we are getting a King Green. Yeah, we're not getting a King Green Masterclass. There's no fucking way that is happening. Hang on a second, chat. Zero fucking chance of a King Green Masterclass incoming, mate. Bobby Green put that string bean on a shirt. Bobby Green put that string bean on a shirt. I don't know what you're saying. I want to see the shorts of the out of context Dougie. Oh, it's in the Discord, Noob Cake, or go to Darklight Delirium's channel. You can just click on his picture and go to his channel and you'll see it there. Or Darklight, if you want to post a link, you can post a link. Excuse me, chat. Bobby Green by Ghetto Boxing. You know, we taught Sean Strickland his style, man. I think O'Malley has a bigger name recognition than Conor Benn. That's what I think. I'd never heard of Conor Benn, and O'Malley has done a bunch more media than him when he was the champion. I've never heard Conor Benn's name even get dropped. I know, not even a Lil Wayne say. I know, that's why I'm like, I think Jock's opinion might be skewed because Conor Benn is massive in the UK. So yeah, but I think worldwide, I'd imagine Sean O'Malley. I mean, Sean O'Malley headlined the Sphere. How are you, Install Driver? My day's been going great. I had a nice early morning, made my video, went to the gym. Now I'm doing my live stream. My brother has survived yet another night. Thank you, Dinger, for the $2, mate. Appreciate you, brother. I am trying to keep up with the chat here on my other screen. This is my new second screen now, chat. Just my phone. Thank you, Dinger, for the $2, man. I really appreciate it, brother. Thank you. That's 4 beers in Vietnam. I appreciate you, man. Bless you, Dinger. So Nam's going great, man. I really like the country. I really like it here, man. O'Malley has double his Instagram followers. Okay, there's one like actual factor. UK is a massive boxing scene. Ben had a legendary match with Eubank Jr. recently. Oh, I think Shotgun was telling me about that, right? Not the second fight. The first Eubank versus Ben fight was great. Yes, I think Shotgun was telling me about this. Yeah, Ben is an amazing sign. Well, good for TKO and Zuffa Boxing. O'Malley versus Aljo has 11 million views on YouTube, whereas Ben versus Eubank has got 6 million views. There you go. Like, Jock, these are some real numbers, right? Not just like a price point of a pay-per-view. Of course, MMA fans have never heard of him. You don't watch it, so that makes sense. That's why we could be skewed. Like, we've never heard of Conor Benn because we don't care about boxing. So in the way that, like, Jock could be skewed because he's from the UK, Scotland specifically, we could be skewed because we're so deep in the MMA world, we kind of, like, reject the boxing world. Sean O'Malley has 4.8 million Instagram followers. Conor Benn has 2.4. Yeah, Sean O'Malley's a bigger star. Damn, I didn't get a notification. Sorry, Jim. I'm here now. Don't worry, mate. We still got like another hour. We got plenty of time. King Green Masterclass was promised to us 3,000 years ago, and just like what has been promised to people 2,000 years ago, just because you make it up yourself doesn't mean it's going to happen. I could pass Dougie this weekend if I have good picks. You actually might, Bilal, because I haven't had a lot of time to do some tape study. Yeah. So there's a good chance that you will, mate. 11 likes. Guys, like the stream. I'm out here on holiday, still doing live streams, still making the content. Fucking Guru goes on holiday. You don't hear from him for 3 months. Guys, like the stream. Just like the stream. Bless you, Doug. Hope you don't get rice AIDS. I'll be fine. Thank you, B-Tard. Zell Huber is 1-0 against old black guys. Okay. I still can't believe Green beat Grant Dorset. Well, that is why Nacho is thinking about making this crafty Green pick. Because you do just never know with Bobby Green. And that's why he stays in the UFC. You do just never know. But I tell you what, there are some fucking punching bags on tomorrow's card. We've got that old Mexican bloke that for some reason will not be cut and is just a Chris Matinho. He's on the card. But then that other old Mexican bloke that wobbled Euros Medic. He's on the card as well, and Bobby Green. Like, this is just oi Mexicans, fucking knock some cunts out, have a good time. You can't click on someone's picture and go to their channel in a live. Oh, we'll go, just fuck, we'll sort it out. I think the Robert Whittaker video totally was pretty accurate as to how his run go. Well, thank you, Install Driver. I was trying to be not biased. I'm thinking about cancelling our collaboration. We don't have a collab. We don't have a collaboration, Simon Feck. I don't know who you are. What's up with you, bro? He's very hungover. He goes out and parties all night. I get started with him, and then I bounce. I don't go to the nightclubs because I'm trying to build my YouTube channel so I can make this my life, like my brother has made it his life. I don't know how to post links. My channel is Darklight Delirium. Got to scroll down far. It's the Darklight and Aussie the Doug show. There you go, Noob Cake. You can probably just search that one, man. Thank you, Good Noodle, for re-upping your membership, brother. I really appreciate you, man. You're a good man. O'Malley has double the Instagram followers, but most of the boxing old heads don't use Instagram. Okay, all right. We are discussing whether or not it's a worldwide name, though. Like, who's more recognized worldwide? Sean O'Malley or Conor Benn? Or is that his name, Conor Benn? I think it's Sean O'Malley. The legendary Simon Feck, this dude calls himself out. I don't know who he is, but good on him. Boxing is a step above power slap. Oh, I would say almost below. I actually can see Hokot beating Blades badly. Oh, he will. Josh Hokot will beat Blades. Blades is on the decline. Numbers don't lie. O'Malley is clearly a bigger name. Yeah, I would say so. Thanks, Darklight. Noob Cake's gonna... Oh my god, Noob Cake's poor mind is gonna get destroyed by this community. Simon Feck has made up multiple live streams, corking himself out in the past, even though he is Simon Feck. Okay, so he's yet another beautiful member of our MMA YouTube community with just insane psychopaths, autists, just the most highest level of human being ever is the MMA YouTube community. And Simon Feck is yet another one of them. Has he got something to do with the clown show? Ben is basically just a nepo baby of boxing. Right, so he's massive in the boxing world, but not maybe massive globally. It's funny because they wouldn't even disclose how many pay-per-views O'Malley sold at the Sphere. It reeks of a flop to me. Yeah, well, because UFC pay-per-views weren't doing very good, were they, Jock? And again, that's everything to do with the price point. Holy shit! Thank you for the $5, Good Noodle. I really appreciate it, mate. Guarantee if I go up to all my co-workers and ask if they know a name, O'Malley or Conor Benn, they have no idea who Ben is, but they'll know who the Sugar Show is. I would agree with that. I think globally more people know who Sean O'Malley is than who Conor Benn is. How do you do this? How do you see what's been Googled the most? How do you do this? I've seen people do this. What's been Googled the most? See what's been Googled the most. Google Trends. Here we go. Google Trends. Okay. So on one, we've got Conor Benn. Is Conor, how do you spell Conor Benn correctly? I don't want to fuck this up and be disingenuous. Thank you again for the $5, Good Noodle. I really appreciate it, man. That's a lot of money, dude. Thank you so much. I'll just Google Conor Benn. Conor Benn. All right, let's have a look. All right, Conor Benn. That's how you spell it. All right, so Conor Benn. Explore with trends. Not in the past 24 hours. Let's say till 2004 to 2000 to present. Worldwide. Search interest. Do they have a number? Do they have a number, like a whole number amount of times he's being Googled or known about? Let me do this so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Do they have like an amount of times that he's been searched? Or do they just have like a... Do they have a what he peaked at? 100 million? 100 million? I don't know what this is. I don't know how this works. I thought they had numbers here. I'll read the chat. The chat's probably explaining it to me and I'm being a boomer. All right, let me read the chat. Good Noodle, there he is. Okay, where am I up to? Oh, shit. Sorry, Good Noodle, I missed your chat. $2. Google Trends, check your name, based in Tel Aviv. Check your name, it's based in Tel Aviv. Of course it is, mate. That's where everything is based. We're at the Donos, Good Noodle. We're dropping bans in Guru's chat the other day, lad. That's all right. Good Noodle isn't forced to donate. Thank you for the $2 and the $5, though. Thank you for the $7, Good Noodle. I do appreciate it. Dougie, I'm not kidding when I say Simon Feck made a live stream in response to a video of himself. Yeah, no, it's MMA YouTube, BBC Junior. I've been doing it for a while. There are people that are literally insane on here. Just as I said it, just as you said it, there we go. Guys, get real. O'Malley sold 300 million pay-per-views in the second Morale fight. Ben literally doubled that against Eubank. Stop thinking your Instagram followers means that you're a bigger star. Yeah, but again, Jock, you're not addressing the point that it depends on the price point of the sale. Thank you, Install Driver, for the $5, mate. Thank you, man. If we all just donate $5 a day, Dougie can make this his job. Well, thank you, Install Driver. I mean, that is a way of saying it. I really appreciate the $5. Yeah, if you guys buy me a coffee once a day, $3, $2, it does all add up, and I do really appreciate it. So thank you very much for the $5, Install Driver, and thank you, KZ MMA, for re-upping your membership, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. But even if you don't donate, that's why I say just like the stream, guys. Please just like the stream. Liking the stream helps grow the channel, and it shows YouTube analytics that you guys care about the channel. So just like the stream. I appreciate it. Even I knew who Sean O'Malley was. There you go. Noob Cake knows. Feck kept calling himself a clown, but yes, he is Simon Feck. Oh my God. What's up, Loyalty Business? How are you, brother? Conor Benn, thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Noob Cake, you're an MMA stream. Of course, you'll know about O'Malley now. No, Noob Cake doesn't watch at UFC. Noob Cake is a Dougie's Corner enjoyer, which is really weird. Dougie, we're getting Dougie drunk tonight. Oh, I've been drunk the last 3 nights, Darklight. I've been drinking here. I don't actually watch the... Yeah, Noob Cake's just an enjoyer of the 2 channels. There was a boxing fight that you had to be there for. It was it. Thank you, KZ MMA, for the $25, man. I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for the $25. KZ, you're a legend as well, man. Thank you, dude. There's a boxing fight that you had to be there for. It was Ben versus Eubank Jr. The backstory behind the fight was going to be a war. The underdog came out on top. Yeah, Super Shotgun has glazed this fight before. Yeah, plenty of times. I've only seen 2 UFC events. I know it's very weird, Noob Cake, that you're becoming a fan of the UFC through this channel. It is very weird. And thank you again, KZ MMA, for the 25, man. I really appreciate you. You guys are missing out on Conor Ben. We are. I agree with Aspinall quitting against Garn. Why work for the UFC at this point? All right, number 1, Aspinall didn't quit, okay? Number 2, he wants to be a boxing champion because there's more money there. O'Malley has 2 times the subs on Instagram. He does. Holy shit, thank you so much for the $10, Good Noodle. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, dude. That is a huge amount of money. Let me just hold that there and let me go read Good Noodles. Thank you for the $10, Good Noodle. I really appreciate it, man. Arguing about pay-per-view numbers right now, dude, it's not about the numbers. Those boomers will buy boxing pay-per-views like Goy Slop. Not even watch just because they're part of their life. O'Malley has got the pull. I do think O'Malley is more known globally. I'm just trying to prove it and not use different price points for it. But thank you so much for the $10, Good Noodle. I really appreciate it. And thank you, KZ, for the 25. Thank you, Install Driver, for the 5. I appreciate all of you guys so much. You guys are legends. You guys are literally helping me not have to do construction every single day. So I thank you guys so fucking much. Thank you guys, yeah. And if I do move to Vietnam, the cost of living here is so cheap. So the dream is coming alive, boys. 3 years ago, we started a dream and you guys are doing this. We're doing it together. We're one big team. Thank you guys so much. That was said already. It was Cheddar Head. There you go. In fairness, I don't watch most of the UFC. I do watch a lot of MMA fighter channels and UFC reaction channels. Yeah, like you like the UFC culture more than the UFC itself. I get it, man. I get it. Here's 25 Nicaraguan dollars. Don't spend it all in one place. Well, you know, 25 Nicaraguan dollars in Vietnam probably goes a long way, KZ. I can't afford donations, but I leave comments and I share a lot. You do, Darklight. You hype the videos. You leave, like, all those little things really do help the channel grow, so I appreciate you guys. Time to do a Dougie video. I don't... Go fucking nuts, Simon Feck. Go nuts. Go fucking nuts, dude. Do whatever the fuck you want, mate. I genuinely don't give a fuck what you do. Noob Cake is trying to find a husband. She is. She's 19. She's got to find a husband. She's got to have 4 kids before she turns 30. Do it for the white race, Noob Cake. Conor Ben was already known only by boxing fans because of the law with his dad versus Eubank Sr. But overall, O'Malley is more famous to the casuals. Yeah, well, we'll check out Sean O'Malley trends after this. In your opinion, who wins Oliveira versus Holloway? Max is the much better striker. He does have great takedown defense, plus he can scramble. In my opinion, it depends if Charles can get him down. I do think Charles will be able to get him down because I think Charles will be able to close the distance against Max Holloway, and that's where things are going to get very tricky. I'm going to be picking Charles Oliveira to win that fight, brother. Eubank versus Ben is a spectacular fight. It's one of the best ones I've ever seen. Yeah, everyone says that, so I guess I have to watch it. Shotgun's been saying it. A lot of people do say it's like one of the best boxing fights ever. If Dana has any common sense, he'll sign Eubank Jr. Oh my God, if Zuffa make the trilogy, holy shit, man. I could actually use another free membership, Dougie. You know I pay for it in the car. Oh, dude, you're allowed. Like, if I can give out memberships, where am I up to? Do I have any membership gifting? Do I have any this month? I don't have any this month. I'm sorry, dude. I've already given up all my free memberships for the month. So when I get my free memberships back, I'll donate another 10 memberships to the live chat. Sorry, Darklight. Sorry, brother. I will be donating them again, man. But thank you guys all so much for the donations. What is this background, Dougie? I'm in my hotel room, dude, so I'm just trying to keep the channel consistent, all right? What do you like? Do you want the background to just be my messy hotel room, real Bruce Wayne? That's not a good look. There you go. How is this any better? How is a messy hotel room any better, mate? We might as well keep it the way that it's always been. And, you know, have some consistency even with a messy green screen. You feel me, brother? You feel me? That's the dream. We're living the dream, man. When and where is the sliming out meme coming from? I have no idea, loyalty business, but I like it more than the maxing everything meme. Definitely take advantage of how cheap the third world is. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do, KZ MMA. We'll all rendezvous in Vietnam. Don't move to Vietnam. I hear that's where the ladyboys move after the surgery. No, that's Thailand, mate. Thank you, Cheddarhead, for gifting the 10 gifted memberships, brother. I really appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much, Cheddarhead. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money, dude. That membership gifted, 10 gifted memberships. That's 15 Australian dollars, Cheddarhead. I really appreciate the $15 donation. You guys have been legends, man. I appreciate you guys. And I hope that, like, this holiday that I'm on shows you guys that, like, I'm deadly serious when I talk about making this my job. Like, I'm not treating this holiday like a holiday. I'm essentially, like, LARPing. I'm LARPing. What would it be like if I actually ran an MMA YouTube channel from Southeast Asia? Would I be able to do it? So far, it's actually working out okay. So thank you guys so much. I am, like, deadly serious about this. Thank you so much, Good Noodle, for donating $20, man. Not $20, 20 donations. Thank you, Good Noodle. That's a lot of money, brother. Thank you so much, man. I don't even know how much 20 donations is. That's $30, bro. Thank you for the $30 donation. Thank you for the $10 donation before that. Thank you for the $7 donation before that. Thank you, Cheddarhead, for the $15 donation. Thank you guys so much, man. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, guys. That's a huge amount of money. It really is, man. Thank you guys so fucking much. You guys are legends, dude. Dougie, they will make the banana cry a long time. Okay, James, thank you. Have you ever thought about subcontracting some of your plastering work to make the money with less work? That's basically what I do with IT stuff. The margins in plastering aren't big enough, install driver. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way in construction in Australia. Updates on the Bryce Mitchell interview? No updates at all, but I'm going to leave Bryce for like a month, and then when he makes another YouTube video, we will raid him again. 25, I ain't saying that word, Cheddarhead, and thank you again, Cheddarhead, for the awesome donation, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You can just click on the plus button on the trends window in O'Malley and show them in red, blue lines in the same chart. We'll bounce back to that. I've got to catch up on some of the chats, LPEG, but we will bounce back to the trends line, dude. Wasn't the Ben's Eubank fight the result of an intergenerational family? Yes. And that's why it was so popular in the UK. Jock is being disingenuous, using that as a sign of Ben's popularity. That's what I think. I think there's two biases going on here. Number one, Jock is coming at this from a UK bias where that fight was so massive. And then the other bias is that we don't know anything about boxing because we're MMA fans. That's why I'm trying to look at the actual data to see who is more of a household name. The best boxing fights are like the best women's fight. Yeah, there's like one a generation. Shitty to pick against Max versus Oliveira, but I got to go with Oliveira. Yeah, I do think the majority of us are going to be going with Oliveira. But on my other computer, no, on this computer, we have a slide of all the people picking Max Holloway. I've got to start putting it at the end of the videos. Ben versus Eubank Jr. was one of the best boxing fights ever. The last two rounds went absolutely crazy. I got to watch it. Maybe we'll do a watch along. Maybe we'll do a watch along. Maybe we'll do a watch along during the card, you know, in between the fights. We'll jump in and watch Ben versus Eubanks Jr. Dark Light, a brother in mind, he is. The numbers don't lie, Nacho. We don't see O'Malley. Again, Jock, you are not recognizing that there is a difference with the price point. Like, you're just completely ignoring that. You're being like Piers Morgan during the Nick Fuentes interview that is just completely, just refusing to talk about per capita. You're just like, he sold this many pay-per-views. What was the price point of the pay-per-view? It is a difference. The hotel room is much better. No, it isn't. I like the camping vlogs you drop on the memberships. Thank you, Darklight. I appreciate that, man. I am making a vlog while I'm out here. He actually sold that many pay-per-views twice. Dougie, have you met... No, Master. No. With the fake background, it looks like you got Botox. Does it? No, it's just the lighting's different. Like, there's a downlight, unfortunately. Like, you know, it's a hotel room, so the desk is where the desk is, you know. Here, I'll show you. Like, in a hotel room, you can't fucking pick where the desk goes, you know what I mean? So, like, the fucking desk is where the desk is. It just is where it is, and then there's a fucking downlight right there, so the lighting's all off. Usually, I've got, like, nice studio lights set up, but there are no nice studio lights because it's... The whole fucking channel needs to fit in my backpack. Because I didn't bring carry-on luggage. I just brought a backpack. So this is how we're rolling with, brother. This is what we're rolling with. I don't get to choose the setup. The setup chooses me when we're on the road, eh? Connor Ben, what the fuck is that? Connor Ben, who the fuck is that guy? Thank you, Dinger, for the $2, bro. Sorry I missed it. I wasn't looking down at my phone. I appreciate the $2, MMA Dinger Adlai. You're a legend, mate. Yeah, no one's heard of fucking Connor Ben, brother. No one's fucking heard of Connor Ben, mate. No one. Nah, fucking nobody, cunt. Fucking nobody. How are we going for the stream time? 1 hour. We got another half an hour, boys. Yeah. Slime out was an NBA young boy term. He slimed out his opponents. It's a good term. I like it a lot, man. I thought you'd taken your sign with you on holiday. No, I didn't take the sign with me on holiday. No, the sign's still at home. Vietnam is better than Thailand from what I've been researching. Yeah, I've been to Thailand before. I like Vietnam more. And we went to like the red light district. Not as dirty as Thailand. Like Thailand's red light district is real dirty. And Vietnam's is just as good, but not as debaucherous. You speak Vietnamese? I do not. I can say Cao Man, which is thank you very much. Where is our girlfriend? She's back in Australia, mate. You can do it. Thank you. You didn't get one, Darklight. I'm sorry. Which pay-per-view? One pay-per-view in the UK doesn't mean much for a worldwide popularity. The followers are much better indication. I agree with Nacho on this one, Jock. I do. We are getting you out of construction. You guys are getting me out of construction. I really, really appreciate it. I didn't get one, but it's all good. Don't worry, real Bruce Wayne. As soon as I can give some more, I will give some more. Thank you for the $2, Good Noodle. I appreciate it, man. You deserve the $2. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Dude, imagine not getting a gifted membership. You can't win them all, boys. It's all good. Thank you, Cheddarhead, for trying, though. I appreciate all the money, guys. Boxing is an infinitely bigger sport than MMA. Yes, it is. That is true. Ben is a big name in boxing. He sells more pay-per-views. He gets paid more in contracts. What else do you need as a sign that O'Malley isn't as popular as Ben? Well, boxers get paid more money because the boxing organizations are... Thank you, Good Noodle, for another 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate the $15, man. Thank you so much for the $15 donation. You are a legend, Good Noodle. Yep! Thank you for the $15 donation, brother. I really appreciate you, Good Noodle. You're a legend, man. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Cheddarhead, for another $15 donation. Thank you for the $10, man, for the 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate you as well, Cheddarhead. Boys, rent in Vietnam is about $400 a month. 400 Australian dollars a month is rent in Vietnam for a long-term lease. We're doing it, boys. We're building the dream. I appreciate you guys so fucking much. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for the donations. Now, Jock, to your comment, brother. Boxing's a bigger sport, but obviously he gets paid more because there is no single boxing organization. We know this already. We've talked about the pay-per-view issue several times. It's about the price point of pay-per-view. You are bringing in numbers to talk about popularity, numbers that do not equate popularity. There are reasons that the numbers you are bringing in are the way that they are, and it is not because popularity. It is because the structure of the systems in which Conor Benn is in rather than Sean O'Malley. Popularity is how many people have heard your name. These indicators that you are using are not indicators of how many people have heard your name. So you think Charles beats Max? You know if he does the Ilya fight too, who wins if Charles defends on the striking? I think he could win on the ground, but Ilya was able to scramble his way out of the ground, so why do you think that? Do you have your gifting turned on, Darklight? Drop a reminder every single video, Bryce. You drop one every single one. Well, thank you, Darklight. That is nice of you, man. We will get the Bryce collab. We will get the Bryce collab. It's just, you just got to take it slowly, guys. You guys know I'm a patient man. You know, I'm willing to take several years to build this channel. I'm willing to get the Bryce Mitchell interview slowly. I always start my tier list from the bottom and work their way up. You guys know me by now. I'm a builder. I'm in construction. I start from the foundation and work up. If Ben wasn't no bigger than O'Malley, he wouldn't be getting paid more. It's as simple as that. It's not as simple as that, Jock, and you know that. You know boxing is structured different to the UFC. UFC keeps 57% of the profits. Boxers take most of the profits. Jock, you know this. You know that this isn't the right answer, man. And you're like trying to convince us, and we know that this isn't the right answer. I'm not even denying that Conor Benn might not be a bigger name, but the facts that you are using to support your argument are not pointing towards popularity. You're using different indicators for popularity. You could win this argument with these points, like he gets paid more, he's more popular, if you were speaking to ignorant people that didn't know why the two organizations are structured differently. But you're talking to experts. So the whole he sells more pay-per-views isn't the right answer here. Data says boxing's still gay, and boxing is gay. Damn, I hate to hear that. We hire some direct field workers directly, then subcontract the rest and just manage it with our trusted partners. Yeah, it doesn't work that way in construction in Melbourne, unfortunately. Is your brother Dennis? I don't know what the fuck you're saying, Simon. Joshua versus Dubois is another great boxing match, banger of a 4-round fight. Well, like, there's a lot of dead time between the fights at UFC Mexico, so we might check on some of them as well. He called you Piers Morgan. Yeah, he's acting like Piers Morgan, man. How excited would John Jones be if he saw Conor Benn versus Drew Dober? How excited would John Jones be if he saw Conor Benn versus Drew Dober? I don't get it. Drew Dober would destroy him, so probably not very happy. What, can a black man strike? Where am I up to? I've lost my spot in the chat. Oh no, I hate it when I do this. I've lost my spot in the chat. Hang on, guys, sorry. Awesome to hear the test run for the Operation Full-Time Content Creator. This is the test run. I'm doing a LARP right now. Eubank versus Junior Ben was 42 pounds. and $59. Well, I don't understand. Oh, so it was $60. It was the same price as a fucking UFC card. That's pretty fucking good, man. We miss our sign and our girlfriend. We do. Construction is a young man's game. It is. That's why I'm trying to get out of it, mate, and doing this instead. Did the guy who wanted to get one get one? I'm really trying here. You are trying here, Good Noodle, but unfortunately I don't think Darklight Delirium got one. Bruce Wayne and Darklight are getting scammed. You can't bring up the big bad boxing organization when they say who pays MMA fighter. They just paid Conor Benn about 10 times more. You can't bring up the big bad boxing organizations when they say guy who pays MMA fighter. Yeah, but they're doing it to start a new organization. And what do you mean? They're doing it to literally start a new organization. It's completely different. They have a set payment system for MMA. Jock, you're not like hitting the nail on the head here as much as you think you are. The more you double down on it, kind of like, I'm trying to be nice with you here, Jock, but like you are really like doubling down on not the point. Is that 400 USD? That's an insane amount of money. No, that wasn't 400 USD, but it was a lot of money. Thank you guys. Everyone but me, it's cool. Sharing is great. That's all right. Isn't Australia more of a Chad country than Vietnam, though? Vietnam is full of manlets. Yeah, but I want to be able to, like, you know, say things and not worry about getting arrested, and also, like, the cost of living here is fucking phenomenal. And the lifestyle here has been really, really good so far. Now, I am just on a tourist, and it is only day 3, but, like, yeah, this has been good. $400 plus $5,000 a month for the daily hookers, plus $500 for the daily hookers. Yeah. Just turned on my VPN. Might get a gifted membership next. You might, loyalty business. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day Darklight will get a membership. So more people buying the pay-per-view to the fight isn't a sign of popularity. That makes no fucking sense. No, because the price points are different. And also, Conor Benn versus Eubank Jr. is a once-in-a-lifetime fight where the UFC puts out consistent content at a higher price point. So it actually does make some sense. I know you're Scott. You're starting to piss me off now. I don't know if you're like fucking rage baiting me or if you're just genuinely being dumb. And you could just be genuinely being dumb because you're fucking Scottish and Chris Duncan proves that Scots people don't have a brain. Like they can't be rendered unconscious because they have no fucking brain. Like what do you not fucking understand about price points and consistency of delivering a certain fucking product? It's actually not that fucking hard, Jock. So you're either trying to piss me off or you're genuinely dumb, right? If you're trying to piss me off, well done. If you're being serious, that's more on you because you're proving how fucking retarded you are. Dougie's a slow slimer. I'm a slow slimer. Not that anything besides pounds would be worth more. It's so annoying. Before $400 US is even more insane. Oh yeah, it's really fucking cheap here. Really, really fucking cheap here. Where am I up to? I've lost my spot. Too many memberships. I appreciate it, guys. So many memberships. Where was I up to? I was up to Jock's retarded comment. You're willing to build several years, but with the Bryce Mitchell interview, you might have to rebuild for another several years. I might have to just keep pushing it for years and years and years with Bryce Mitchell. Dougie, are you interested in getting Wings C on your channel? I'm in that motherfucker's comment all the time. Yeah, I'd get Wings C on here, of course. Jock is dying on the Conor Benn hill. He's dying on the wrong hill. Like, Conor Benn still might be more popular, but the pay-per-view sales doesn't indicate popularity. Wings C is a mini Yuri with less fundamentals. I know, and we love him for it. Is UFC Mexico still happening? It is still happening, yes. UFC don't give a fuck how dangerous it is. The show will go on. Can we watch Charles versus Ilya until... Boom, Charles was winning and he definitely got the leg, plus he definitely got a leg lock. If he had got the leg lock, if he had gotten the leg lock, Ilya Topuria would have tapped. He certainly attempted the leg lock, but he did not get the leg lock. Not as excited as if John Jones saw a heavy... He would not be as excited as if John Jones saw a Havana boy on the scooter and sniffed his hair. Bro, I can guarantee you casual boxing fans outside of the UK have no fucking idea who Conor Benn is. Yeah, so can we can add Sean O'Malley here, right? Let's add Sean O'Malley. Let's add Sean O'Malley to this and let's have a look. So who's gotten more trends on Google Trends? Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley's gotten way more trends. Fucking way more trends. Overall, way more fucking trends. Like way more fucking trends. Higher trends too. More trends, more spikes, higher trends. Sean O'Malley just like is more known than Conor Benn. He's got more social media followers. He's just searched more, talked about more, all over the internet. Conor Benn makes more money in boxing because boxing is structured differently. It's like really not that fucking hard to understand. And I'm now gonna just skip over the points and drop this. Dana Power slapped all the UFC fighters paying Ben that much money. I know it is. But again, it's an investment into start-off Super Boxing. I've never seen Conor Benn throw a punch. I'm hoping to continue this. I've just been told the pay-per-view was the same price as the UFC and sold double amount. And mate, it's on the screen. I'm done with this. Paying a boxer $15 million to fight in the Apex is fucking crazy. That one won't be at the Apex. That one might even be like a fucking pay-per-view at a card. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday. Thanks for the info, Dougie. Vietnam is one of the countries I was considering moving to. It's been good. Like, I need more time here. I've only been here for 3 days and I've already been arrested. Told off by mall cops. But yeah, no, it's been good here so far. It was once in a lifetime fault. Sold the same amount of pay-per-views against the same guy a second time. It wasn't a once in a lifetime fight. Yeah, the pay-per-view thing is, like, again, Sean O'Malley is more popular than Conor Benn. It's on the screen. Jock needs to get the beans and wee-wee out of his yard. It's all right. He does tend to... Again, it's MMA, so, you know, people get autistic about things. But thank you for the $2, Good Noodle. I appreciate it, mate. Let it out, Dougie. Get angry. According to Jock, Ben is a bigger star than Alex Pereira and Islam Makhachev too because he got paid more. Yeah, again, like... The pay thing isn't whether or not you're more popular, which was Jock's main premise, which he has now been slimed out on. I gave up on pussy. I live in the woods with a pack of dogs, no electricity. Not having a membership won't kill me. I do appreciate the consideration. You're welcome, Darklight. We do our best, mate. Dougie is about to crash out. You guys can tell when I'm about to snap. The majority of the pay-per-views were probably in England. Probably. He's such a goofy bastard, but he's entertaining. Real potential if he fought more seriously. Having Wing C on the channel would be really good. UK numbers, the vast majority of these buys came from the UK where the fight was sold to DAZN and Sky Sports. So the majority of the sales were for fucking $20, which was literally the point I was making. The majority of the sales were at a $20 price point. What I have been arguing about with Jock this entire stream, I was right, Jock was wrong, suck my cock. I can guarantee that a casual MMA fan doesn't know who Joshua Van is. I'm sure they do. Nearly got the leg lock. Can we watch that on the night? We can absolutely rewatch it. I don't know if we'll have time in today's stream. We've only got about 15 minutes left, but it wasn't exactly a long fight. We might still have time. Dougie is going to kill Jock in the intro. I'm not. This is just a normal MMA debate. It's not a peak live stream unless Dougie flips out at least once. As long as I can make Dougie say some fucked up shit. Good and it's been a good stream. It's been a good stream. I've threatened to murder one of the chat members who I consider a friend, and you've made me say some gay things. O'Malley can get all the Google searches and followers from 12-year-olds you like. At the end of the day, he doesn't sell. You started off this debate with Conor Benn is a more known name than Sean O'Malley. Not with who has sold more pay-per-views or who makes more money. You started this debate saying Conor Benn is more popular and more known than Sean O'Malley. I said, maybe he is, maybe you've just got a bias because you're in the UK. He sold so many pay-per-views to boxing fans at a $20 price point in the UK. Sean O'Malley has more Instagram followers and has been Googled more than Conor Benn has. Easily, it's on the screen in front of you. You were wrong, Jock. Suck my cock. I'm sorry you were wrong. I'm sorry you've doubled down so hard. I'm sorry you've been made such a fool of on this stream in front of everyone here, but you were just fucking wrong. I tried to be fucking nice to you at the start of the debate, and you just continued on being retarded. So now you get mean, Doug. I really don't give a fuck. Fuck you. You were fucking wrong. Admit it. Arrested already? No, just told off by more cops. Jock proves the UK is retarded. Yes. Stay away from those ladyboys, Dougie. There's no ladyboys in Vietnam. Bullshit. Islam is the lightweight goat. Pereira is the light heavyweight goat. Plus Conor Benn ain't that good. Fine, you were right. Thank you, Jock. I appreciate it. I apologize for being such a cunt to you. I do apologize for being so mean to you. Jock went full circle and contradicted himself. Thank you. I know, it's all good. Let's put it away. I apologize as well, Jock. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, brother. Jock the cock in the new stream. No, I know. We get passionate. Look, we get passionate, okay? We're passionate MMA fans. This is what happens. We get passionate with it, all right? This is what makes us what we are. Jock, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're still here, but I'm sorry. I'll message you on your channel and apologize. I didn't mean to be so hard on you. Why are you being such a cunt to Jock? Yeah, I know. So, I'm sorry, mate. I didn't... He's probably left. I hope you're still here. I'm sorry, Jock. I'll message him in the Discord and apologize. I shouldn't have been so mean. He fucking got under my skin. I think I still somewhat have a bit of a point, but yeah, O'Malley is a bigger household now. All right, let's bury that. I'm sorry, mate. I didn't mean to be such a cunt. You do have a point. He is very popular in England, as we assumed. He is very, very popular in England. It's the bully's corner. It's not the bully's corner. Shut up, guys. Let's go to Fight Pass and have a look at Charles Oliveira versus Ilia Topuria. We need to see this mythical leg lock that went down in the first round. Let's bounce over to that and have a look. Dougie, stop saying your curries. This is what being an MMA fan is all about. I know, but I do tend to go pretty harsh on people. We saw Dougie yell at John. Why is Dougie abusing him so much? He's already dead. He's already bully's corner. Impression of those cops that stopped and harassed you. What are you doing? That's the sacred tree. Like, oh, fuck, mate. I didn't know it was the fucking sacred tree. I'm sorry. Bully's corner. Shut up. Ilia Oliveira. Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. Let's have a look. Bully's corner is fucking hilarious, man. Revenue from Ben's biggest gate was 130k more than Sean O'Malley. Ben's seats sold on average 350 each. O'Malley sold for 1,360. Ben's fight was at a stadium. O'Malley only had 16k at the fans. Yeah. I mean, that's why I didn't want to use money, because the two promotions are set out differently. They're just set out like money isn't the right indicator. Money isn't the right indicator, but it's all good. We're burying it. It's done. We're gonna watch Charles Oliveira versus Ilia Topuria. We're gonna watch that, and then we'll wrap up the stream. There, we got 10 minutes left, so this kind of fits in perfectly. So what we're looking for is the leg lock attempt, and somehow this indicates that Charles Oliveira can win the second fight for some reason. For some reason, a leg lock attempt, I'm being told, shows that as long as Charles Oliveira doesn't get slept for 25 minutes, he can win the fight, which I also disagree with, but you know, let's see what we can see. We'll put it down there. That's pretty good. All right. And we've got to get rid of the clock as well, because the clock is what gets you. Oh, I got to get rid of the clock. Ooh. Oliveira with a bit of striking. I said he nearly got the... All right, nearly got the leg. With a bigger event, O'Malley makes more money at the gate than Ben. It's the nail. It's all over. It's all over. I'm back, man. I'm back. O'Malley, bigger household name than Ben. Bigger money maker. Yes, I would say that's fair to say. Ben makes more money than Sean O'Malley, for sure. For himself. Definitely. Oliveira up against the cage. Charles has a nice fight in this one for as long as it lasts. I'm glad Jock knows he's wrong, because that was getting a bit wild. It's all good. Let's bury it. It's all good. We need Charles walking the white tiger down. I was gifted a membership, not sure how, but thanks whoever did it. Well, welcome, mate. Welcome to the channel. We just dropped a lot of membership donations, so welcome to the channel. I can't see Arman beating Ilia, but he'd give him an interesting and a tough scrap. I can't see Arman beating Ilia. I think it's a very close fight. Right, so how did we get down to the ground? Let's just watch this again. We have an inside trip from Oliveira. Throws down Ilia, but Ilia is managing to scramble to the side. Charles Oliveira gets guard. And people forget, man, Ilia Topuria started off as a grappler. Actually started off as a grappler. What's my brother doing? My brother's at Brecky. Good for him. Ilia gets in the side control. Do I get charged if I didn't place it moving forward? Sorry, I'm just broken. I'm trying to manage my money better. I don't think it re-ups automatically if you've been gifted a membership, brother. I think you just get the 1 month and that's it. I might have been wrong on this one, Dougie, but trust me, I know Sal Guild gets slimed out. I know he does. Ilia isn't an elite grappler. No, he's not an elite grappler, but he did start off as a grappler. Like, he is originally a grappler. Oliveira, here we go. Here's the leg lock that Oliveira attempts. Ilya turns into it. Ilya rolls into it. Ilya scrambles out of it. Charles goes again. Ilya stays calm. Keeps his knee twisted. Did I miss a crash out? There was a bit of a crash out, yeah. Ilya gets out of it. Charles stays on bottom. So we got, and I know that was the one wrestling sequence that we got. So we got Charles Oliveira attempting to toss Ilya down to the ground. Ilya manages to end up in top position from the toss, ends up in side control. Charles goes for a leg lock, and Ilya just stays calm and does the right things and just turns into it. I think here's the problem with the rematch here, mate. If you're saying that Charles Oliveira is going to be able to submit Ilya Topuria, submissions take a long time to set up. Best done when your opponent is wobbled. When they rematch, they're going to rematch for 25 minutes. Ilya Topuria needs one shot to sleep Charles Oliveira. We know that. Charles Oliveira needs a decent amount of time to set up the submission, and Ilya Topuria is not like someone that doesn't know anything about jiu-jitsu. He's a jiu-jitsu black belt, so he knows how to stay safe in certain positions. I would pick Ilya Topuria to beat Charles Oliveira again, man. Why are we just saying Simon Feck again and again and again and again and again? I can see Arman beating Ilya, but I can also see Ilya smoking Arman. Yeah, I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think it's a really close 50-50 fight. All right, guys, that is it. I'm going to get out of here. I'm dying for a piss. It's been about half an hour. The chat has slowed down. It's been a really, really good stream today. Jock. It's all love. But that's it, guys. Thank you all so much for the donations, man. I really appreciate it. You guys are legends. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you for all the donations today. Again, it is my dream to just be an online YouTube MMA content creator. Wouldn't that be an amazing, amazing life to live? And we're working at it, and you guys support me in that. I really do appreciate it. So that's why the fucking laptop came with me on my holiday, and my brother's out partying all night, but I'm grinding out the fucking content. I'm just going for prees, and then I'm coming home and getting a good night's sleep so I can grind out the content. So I appreciate you guys. I will see you all in tomorrow's video suggested by the chat. I've got it saved in my notes. Wherever you guys are, if you're in America, have a good night. If you're in Europe, you have a good day. If you're in Australia, have yourselves a fucking great arvo. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's stream and tomorrow's video. Peace out, guys. It means a lot to me, you guys being here and supporting the channel. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you tomorrow. See you guys. Bye, 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 bye. No, Jimmy, the snake vodka, I'm not sure where it is. I'll catch up with you guys in the Discord. I'll see you guys later.